Hi all, welcome to this FIFA 21 Bundesliga predictions for Bayer Leverkusen. Definitely had a good season, but obviously still individual players under speculation for potential transfers away, but also in terms of the team in general, I think they have some nice individual upgrades to look forward to. So if you smash likes, as always, would be much appreciated. Sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter, G the Legend. All links are down below for the listening channel and social media links as always. Comment down below who you think is likely for an upgrade and also a downgrade, and who will stay the same from a Bayer Leverkusen perspective. So starting off in net is Hradecky, going from an 83 to an 85. He had a team of the season, but he also had an inform as well, which helps his cause, and I feel he will go up quite nicely. I feel +2 is also quite fair of him, if I'm personally honest. Jonathan Tah, keeping as he is, not enough to convince me on a downgrade or an upgrade, just a mix of factors in his case which may play a difference maker. Obviously we'll tell in due course. Vendel, the Brazilian left back, I suspect is in line for an upgrade, going from a 77 to a 79. Very good season for him. Where it happens or not is a different matter. I feel in defence mostly deserves upgrades. Where it happens or not is a different matter, especially those that were actually getting necessary game time. The Bender brothers both likely for +1 upgrades from 80 to 81 respectively. Should help their cause quite nicely and be well deserved. Might be also worth noting that it may make them both rare, or potentially one rare, one non-rare, but I still feel that both are likely for an upgrade regardless. Havertz is in line for an upgrade from an 84 up to an 86. Had a very good season with multiple special cards, 2 informs, team of the season, a man of the match, a foot miss, and also a player of the month and a foot birthday. So lots of kind of special cards from this FIFA. Obviously some non-performance based, and then a few actual proper performance based cards. Obviously transfer speculation for him as well, so potentially Chelsea, so he may be at Chelsea by that point as well, so it's worth keeping that in mind. But I think at the moment, for what I've seen, it's not really through yet, so but as I said, time will tell. Demirbay up to an 83, going up 1 from an 82, is more than deserved for him. Very good season, showing going leaps and bounds since his transfer from Hoffenheim. Belarabi up 1 to an 83. Obviously it used to be an 83 and then got downgraded to an 82, now probably going back up to an 83. It's like swings and roundabouts, as it were, for the German winger. Over to Amiri, going up 1 for him from 78. He could go even to an 80, but I feel +1 at least is fair. Someone I'm probably doing a disservice to is Aranguiz, not giving him an upgrade at all. He is currently 83 rated. He has got a couple of several special cards to note. A man of the match domestically, Europa League man of the match, and then an inform. So there is a shout to justify improving him to an 84. But I was like, at the same time, does he get the upgrade or not? Do they keep him as an 83 or put him to an 84? It's on the fence, but I feel he may do just enough to go up to an 84, but we'll see what happens though. Volland up 1 to an 83, another good season for him. Another inform. He always seems bagging inform every FIFA, and this year is no different, and I feel that will help his cause rather nicely. On to the subs and reserves. Oscan always seems to stay as a gold, even though he never plays games, or if he does, it's the odd couple cup games or whatever. But he always seems to be a gold despite his advancing years, and this might be the same again, or he might finally get dropped down to a silver, I don't know. So I've kept him as he is, but it comes down to FIFA, I suppose. Visor kept as he is, not convinced enough to upgrade or downgrade. if I'm brutally honest. But see what happens with him. This team performance with him finishing 5th might help his cause. Hradecky was on loan to Sheffield United. Didn't really do much there either this season, and I feel is likely to stay as he is. Might even get a downgrade to a 74 potentially, just through lack of game time. But it's 75 or 74 is very likely for him. Dragovich, another that just seems to stay around 77 rated, and I'm kind of feeling that way as well. Don't feel he'll either go down 1 or stay as he is. It's usually, I think, team performance is what keeps him what he is these days. Ex-Leicester, I'm sure, as well, if memory serves. St. Graven, I was on the cusp of upgrading 1, just doing enough to kind of get him back to a gold, but I've kept him as he is and just kept it from there. Lario going up quite a big jump from 79 to 81. Potentially could go higher, even 82, but I felt 81 seemed most fair for him. The Brazilian winger Paulinho is one that I would imagine will stay as he is. Not enough game time and other factors that will go against him, I'm afraid. Not convinced enough to upgrade or downgrade. Palacios is likely to stay as he is. He came in January. St. Graven, is an upgrade. I got that mistake wrong in my notes here, just as I'm going through them again. St. Graven up 2, not 3. That's what I meant to say. So apologies on that little hiccup. Back to Palacios. He also joined in January from in Argentina, and I don't feel he's got enough to convince me to go up beyond the 77. He could, because of the form that he had the first half of the season, but at the moment I would probably err on the side of caution, if I'm honest. Leon Bailey I've kept as he is. Injuries, game time, big factor. Possibly viable for a downgrade to go down 1, and also viable for a transfer to Spurs, fun enough as well, so that might be in the cards. Baumgartlinger, another player that probably just stays as he is or a minor downgrade. Advancing years, lacking game time, various other factors going against him, if I'm honest, so that is worth keeping in mind. Diaby kind of starting to establish himself in the team over kind of like Bailey, as it were, so it's kind of like the young transfer, as it were, coming through the team, starting to show promise. So Diaby went from a silver 74 to a 77 gold, and we feel another +3 upgrade is in the cards for Diaby. Very impressive season for them. I think that would seem quite fair, if I'm honest. Tapsoba going from a 73 to a 76 seems quite reasonable as well. Good season for him, and I feel that is more than deserved for him, if I'm honest. And then in terms of I think Pojan Palo, I'm not sure if he's still part of the club or if he transferred to Hamburg was a loan or a loan just for the season or permanent. I'm not 100% sure. I can't. It's easy to remember and forget at the same time how that will play out, but I'm sure he is still part of the team. It's just I think it's the loan that he's on till is a year, I think. So it's in not January, to the summer. So Pojan Palo, I'd imagine, might stay the same as he is, even though he's not done too much at Hamburg. But all in all, though, I think Leverkusen due for some nice upgrades if obviously Havertz stays. Aranguiz, as I said, I think is likely to maybe go to an 84, but it's subs and reserves that you'd probably most likely need to rely on to do the league SBC, I think, if anything. And then you might end up relying on Vendo to an extent for defensively, depending how the formation is set up. But let me know, folks, in the comments down below who you think will get an upgrade, downgrade, or stay the same from Leverkusen. Smash like as always, sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, GSLegend. Take it easy all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.